Saturday, August 19th, 2006, 8:30 p.m. As the severed head of Amanda Morris sat upon the table observing everyone, she smiled sadly. Everyone followed her words of encouragement. Sally began making out with Dylan as Colin and Sydney lie together by the fireplace, mimicking a two-headed moaning beast with two backs. Brittany and Tiffany resumed smoking weed after Holly and Chandler smoked what they wanted of. Matthew was looking through the book, seeing horrendous pictures of several different demons. One was even a black dog with a horrific face. Another that was Frankenstein's bride without the fancy hairdo. Many other horrific pictures. A tunnel with teeth and tongues in thousands. A badly burnt beast with 8 legs and 2 heads. An arm with no body, and many other cursed pictures. Matt was naked due to a dare, and sat himself next to the table that Amanda was sitting on. She turned her white gaze to Matt. "Matthew, thou shalt read the pictures. I have scrawled. Horrors beyond thy understanding reside upon the pages inked in blood. Leave the book be, or it will drive thee mad. Occupy thyself with mine remaining orifices, and thou wouldst know pleasures, not whither else it cometh," Amanda warned, offering her lips, and the hole where her neck should have been. Matt listened and closed the original verba mortuorum. He picked Amanda up under her ears and said, "I usually lie not with women, but thy red lips beckon my loins." Amanda opened her mouth wide and moaned as Matt had passed his fingers through the bottom of her head and past her uvula. Matt moaned as she tightened her lips, while he thrusted his head out of her mouth and back in repeatedly, making eye contact of corruption.
"The Holy Christ wept,"
Matt roared as he ejaculated, and his eyes mirrored Amanda's with the loss of pupils and irises. His breath remained, and his pulse escaped existence. Amanda giggled as Matt sat her back on the table. Meanwhile, Sydney and Connor had sex fighting her and couldn't stop moaning for the demon that Amanda spoke of. Slaktosh. They switched and were lying on top of one another. They ended up closer and closer to the fire. Kellen's leg hairs caught fire, followed by the arm hairs. Sydney's hair caught fire. The two of them burned as they kept rolling. They ended up in an interlocked position, with their backs arched. Their spines suddenly snapped. Eyes that weren't theirs anymore were in place of them. Amanda shut her mouth as the rest of the black mist leapt and flew all through the house without hitting Sally and Dylan in the room. Sally had shows for herself, and without hitting Chandler and Holly. Tiffany and Brittany were outside, getting fresh air and French kissing. They did not know something evil awaited indoors, and something evil was on its way from outside, up in the attic, on the top floor. Holly and Chandler were getting busy. "I hope you know, you're the first girl I've ever been in," Chandler said, blushing. "You're the first boy I've ever been with," Holly confessed, riding Chandler's penis. "Don't tell Matt, but I love the way your pussy doesn't blow my cock like its asshole," Chandler said softly. "Well, you feel amazing inside of me. Tell everyone," Holly flirted, fixing his swooping bangs and caressing his cheek before kissing him passionately. "Holly, can I tell you a secret?" Chandler asked, after he kissed her back. "You're 6 inches deep in me. You can tell me anything," Holly said confidently. "I have fallen out of love with Matt, and into love with you, my sweet Holly," Chandler spoke in a whisper, blushing. "When did this happen?" Holly asked, kissing his chest. "December 3rd, last year, when we spent the night at the zoo, and Matt was hitting on that bear and a security guard all night to keep us from getting kicked out, and he fucked him. You consoled me by taking me to get popcorn and cotton candy, and we watched the wolves in their enclosure, and you talked about everything you knew about wolves, and it was so cute how excited you got that it gave me butterflies in my tummy. That night I learned something about myself, and I love you," Chandler said, talking faster as he finished inside her, and she finished on him. "I've had a crush on you for 3 years. The day we met changed my world. I love you too, Chandler, Haven Scott," Holly said, and kissed him again.